Hey everybody, Johnny Two Cellos here, and today we're going to take a fun little look into the world of BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman is of course a spectacular animated series that can be found on Netflix, and you can catch a brand new season coming this Friday, September 8th. Send me free stuff. In today's investigation animation, we're going to take a look at all of the fun little Easter eggs found in the title sequence of the show. Also, pretty big spoilers ahead for seasons 1 through 3 of BoJack Horseman. Cue my title sequence.
Johnny Two Cellos!
The intro sequence for BoJack Horseman is easily one of the coolest on television, but it's jam-packed with fun little secrets for fans of the series. For instance, in episode 103, we see Todd jumping on BoJack's bed, breaking one of the legs of the bed as a result.
Let's do something fun today.
Like what?
Like a cannonball! Like buying you a new bed?
Starting in episode 104 in the title sequence, we can now see that in place of the bed's leg, we have a stack of books or papers. In that same episode, we also see Sarah Lynn light BoJack's ottoman on fire.
Lit my ottoman on fire!
Seriously, you seriously don't know?
I'm a bad little girl.
And of course, in the title sequence following this episode, the ottoman is burned. In episode 106, our A story is a D story. BoJack steals the D from the Hollywood sign in an attempt to win over Diane.
It's a Hollywood dunnit, as police are scrambling to figure out who stole the D from the famed Hollywood sign.
Weird. Weirder.
In subsequent title sequences, the D is missing from the sign in the background, and in fact, Hollywood is referred to as Hollywoo for the rest of the series.
Morning time,
Hollywoo!
I'm a Ryan Seacrest type.
And I'm some lady.
On to season 2. There is one major difference in season 2's title sequence, and that is that instead of moving through a grocery store, we see BoJack moving through the set for the movie Secretariat, a part that he booked at the very end of season 1. One minor change that we see is that instead of the books or papers that were propping up BoJack's bed, we now see the Golden Globe that he won at the end of season 1.
And the Golden Globe for Best Comedy or Musical goes to BoJack Horseman, my friend, for his book, One Trick Pony.
Another minor change is in the party scene of the title sequence. Sarah Lynn's music video changes to news anchor Tom Jumbo Grumbo interviewing activist Sebastian St. Clair. We also see that BoJack's old couch has been replaced with a nice new red couch, an event that happens in the very first episode of season 2, aptly titled Brand New Couch. In season 2, BoJack starts dating an owl named Wanda, who is played by the amazing Lisa Kudrow. And in the second episode of the season, the two decide very suddenly that Wanda should move in with BoJack.
I just got out of my coma, and I don't have time to waste if you're still figuring your shit out. Plus, it's hard to think straight with this fire everywhere.
Move in with me.
What?
I know it feels fast. We barely know each other. It's crazy, but I like you. And sometimes you gotta swing for the fences, right?
Okay.
As you might expect, starting in episode 3 of the season, we see Wanda hanging out in the living room of BoJack's house during the title sequence. In episode 206, Higher Love, BoJack actually fixes the leg of his bed.
BoJack. Wait, did you fix the bed?
Yeah, well, I was at the hardware store picking up supplies for my autoerotic asphyxiation machine because, as you are aware, I'm preparing to autoerotic asphyxiate myself.
And thus the bed is fixed in the titles. Episode 206 also ends on a tragic note as BoJack Secretariat co-star Corduroy Jackson Jackson is found dead as an apparent result of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Corduroy? Hey, you decent, man? Oh, sweet Jesus.
Starting in episode 207, Corduroy disappears from the Secretariat film set in the titles. At the end of episode 207, Hank After Dark, Mr. Peanut Butter urges Diane to leave Hollywoo and help people in war-torn Cordovia with her hero, Sebastian St. Clair.
Yeah, maybe I should go to Cordovia. I'm obviously not making a difference here.
Actually, maybe you should. Go feel good about yourself and do your important work. And maybe some space might be good for us.
So, as you might expect, Diane and Mr. Peanut Butter disappear from the set of Secretariat as a result. In episode 209, The Shot, BoJack and the director of Secretariat, Kelsey Jennings, attempt to shoot a scene of the film on their own, despite being prohibited from doing so by producer Lenny Turtletop. As a result, Kelsey is fired from the project by Lenny and replaced with Abe DeCatfish.
Hey, where's Kelsey?
Oh yeah, funny story.
Turns out you two knuckleheads snuck out last night and got that shot I told you not to get for the scene that's not in the movie anymore. Silly me, I didn't like that, so I fired her ass.
And thusly, Abe replaces Kelsey on the set of Secretariat in the titles. In episode 210, Yes and, Wanda and BoJack break up.
What happened, BoJack?
Same thing that always happens. You didn't know me. Then you fell in love with me. And now you know me.
You know, it's funny. When you look at someone through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags.
So Wanda is gone from all of the title sequences thereafter. And that does it for Season 2, on to Season 3. The major difference in Season 3's intro is the scene change from the set of Secretariat to the red carpet premiere of Secretariat. The first minor change we see is on the TV during the party scene. Tom Jumbo Grumbo's interview with Sebastian St. Clair changes to an interview with pop sensation Sextina Aquafina. And the last minor change between seasons is that the boat BoJack buys in New Mexico in Season 2 can now be seen sitting in his driveway. We don't see any changes in the title sequence again until after episode 307, Stop the Presses. And this one has a few. First off, in Stop the Presses, Todd and Emily start a new rideshare business called Cabracadabra.
That's right, Todd. According to my own research, 9 out of 10 men are total dirtbag creeps. Just the worst.
But what if there was a rideshare service that could guarantee no creepy men drivers because there are no men drivers at all? And that's why we're setting up shop at your house.
Wait, why does it have to be at my house?
Well, there's no room at Mr. Peanut Butter's house. It's full of spaghetti strainers.
And in the intro for 308, the business has moved into BoJack's living room. Second, it appears that Diane has disappeared from BoJack's house, although I think that this is just a logistical thing with trying to fit all these new characters into the living room. If there is an in-story reason she isn't there that I missed, please let me know in the comments. And lastly, at the end of 307, character actress Margot Martindale steals BoJack's boat.
Hey,
what the?
I need to talk to you.
I'm on the phone.
I just got nominated for the Craig Noel Award from the San Diego Theater Critics Circle. Oh, it's too much heat. I'm taking your boat out to international waters. You never saw me.
And therefore, it disappears from his driveway in subsequent episodes. Next, in episode 308, Old Acquaintances, Todd hires the orca dancers from Whale World to become the new drivers for Cabracadabra.
Why is my house filled with sexy orcas?
It's the Cabracadabra New Year's party. These are our drivers.
So in 309, all of the human employees are replaced with orcas. In 309, best thing that ever happened, BoJack fires Princess Carolyn as his agent, and despite everything she's done for him, he refuses to take her back.
So, what do you think?
No.
Starting in episode 310, Princess Carolyn can no longer be seen in BoJack's kitchen during the titles. In episode 310, It's You, BoJack is told he's been nominated for an Oscar and goes on a massive party binge to celebrate. During this binge, he backs a car through his glass window and into his pool. At the end of the episode, he and Todd have a major falling out.
No, BoJack, just stop. You are all the things that are wrong with you. It's not the alcohol or the drugs or any of the shitty things that happened to you in your career or when you were a kid. It's you. All right? It's you.
Starting in episode 311, there's a mess in his living room, a massive hole in his windows, and Todd is gone. And finally, the absolute saddest example of these title sequence Easter eggs. In episode 311, That's Too Much Man, BoJack and Sarah Lynn go on a massive drug bender that lasts weeks. At the end, Sarah Lynn dies on BoJack's shoulder at the Griffith Park Planetarium.
The only thing that matters is right now. This moment. This one spectacular moment we are sharing together. Right, Sarah Lynn? Sarah Lynn?
In the final episode of the season, Sarah Lynn can no longer be seen in the party segment of the title sequence. Alright everybody, sorry to end this video on the saddest note ever. Over the course of Season 3, BoJack seems to lose everyone he cares about, and that final loss definitely hits the hardest. But since BoJack Season 4 comes out on Friday, expect a follow-up video to this one showcasing the Easter eggs we're sure to find on the Season 4 intro sequence. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. I've got more investigation animations coming your way.